One of President Trump's personal attorneys, Rudy Giuliani, is notably absent from the legal team defending him in the Senate. CBS News senior investigative correspondent, that's Catherine Herridge, spoke with the former New York City mayor yesterday. And Catherine, good morning to you. It seems like he had a lot to say.
Well, he did, and good morning, and it's great to be here with you on set. Thank you very much. In a wide-ranging interview, Giuliani said he's ready to testify in the Senate impeachment trial if he gets clearance from the White House, and he directly challenged John Bolton's motivation and version of events.
Here's the only conclusion I can come to, and it's a harsh one, and I feel very bad about it. He's a backstabber.
Rudy Giuliani unloaded on the president's former national security advisor, John Bolton, whom Democrats want to testify in the Senate impeachment trial.
Did John Bolton tell you to shut down your investigation into Ukraine? He never told you that.
I'm going to tell you how much worse it is now.
Giuliani says on the president's behalf, he investigated corruption allegations, which included the former vice president and his son, Hunter, who sat on the board of a Ukrainian energy company. But so far, there is no evidence of criminal wrongdoing by either Biden. If the former national security advisor had issues with his work, Giuliani told CBS News Bolton did not complain to him.
He never said to me, I've got a problem with what you are doing in Ukraine. Never once. Never winked. Never sent me a little note. That's classic backstabber. So I feel I got a swamp character here. I find his testimony about the president pretty close to incredible.
But during congressional testimony, a former White House aide said Bolton did complain to colleagues over Giuliani's work, as well as efforts to force out the then U.S. ambassador to Ukraine. Fiona Hill testified Bolton compared Giuliani to...
It was a hand grenade that was going to blow everyone up.
If he came up to me and said, Rudy, you're a grenade that'll blow up in each other's face, I would say I would never have the opportunity because you're an atomic bomb.
If the Senate calls witnesses, should John Bolton testify?
John Bolton should not testify if the president feels that it is executive privilege material.
Giuliani said he first found out about the hold from the media.
In any of your conversations with President Trump, did he tie the military aid to Ukraine's investigation of the Bidens?
Never, ever discussed military aid with the president with regard to Ukraine.
The White House legal team called Giuliani a, quote, minor player and shiny object designed to distract. The former New York City mayor said he maintains contact with his client.
Are you still the president's personal attorney?
Yes, I am.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
2 days ago.
If you're still his personal attorney, should you be part of the White House defense team?
Well, I am, but I can't participate in what goes on in the Congress because I'm a possible witness.
On Twitter, the lawyer for Giuliani's former business associate, Lev Parnas, said his client can't attend the Senate trial because of his GPS ankle monitor, but he will be in Washington today to support, quote, a fair trial with witnesses and evidence. Parnas worked with Giuliani on Ukraine and is under indictment for campaign finance fraud.
There's a lot of context we can add. I think one thing we could say is that John Bolton may not have approached Rudy Giuliani because Rudy Giuliani was outside the White House and John Bolton was in.
Yeah, and John Bolton may feel that, I mean, he could say that Rudy Giuliani effectively backstabbed him in terms of policy because there was a conflict there in terms of...
And if we get the testimony from Bolton, he can answer all of those questions.
Yes, that'll be interesting. A friend of mine called me yesterday and said it's rich to hear Giuliani called somebody a backstabber, considering he told his wife he was getting a divorce at a news conference when she had no idea that was coming. Some could say that's a backstabbing move.
He's colorful, to say
He is very...
That's the
Catherine,
word.
it's very good to have you.
That word has been floated before.
Catherine, I'm glad you're part of our team. Really nice to have you here.
Thank you.